Thank you so much, Stisha. You've made it very real from the beginning, and I know we're waking up to what that is in our community. Karina Barillas will be our next speaker and can also, I'm sure, talk to some of the same issues with the communities that she works with. She's a native of Guatemala, the director of La Casita Center, and which is a community of Latinx hospitality that enhances the well-being of Louisville's Latina community through education, empowerment, advocacy, and wellness, and also a member of St. William's Church. So we look forward to hearing Karina. Thank you.
Thank you, Carolyn. And Minister Sturchell, I want to tell you that when you said that, you know, I'm assuming you're including me in the giant comment. When I saw the ministry that you are doing, I told all my staff that lady over there is doing one of my biggest dreams, and thank you for all you do. It's amazing, and thank you for sharing your heart with us tonight. You know, the question is, what does policing looks like through my eyes? You know, when people talk about policing, immediately people think of the police, people think of ICE. I think about the policing that we people that have been minoritized have to face every day. And it's not only by the police, it's by everybody around us. My people, my family, we have to take care of not speaking our language. The community that I accompany are scared to go and get a COVID-19 test because they are afraid that they are gonna call the police or ICE on them. My people, my community, the women that we accompany are scared to go to the Center for Women and Families because half a block away, they find one of the ICE facilities. So they don't feel safe. And we are in the middle of a pandemic and La Casita is closed, so where do they hide? Policing, you know, it's not only about that one system, it's about not feeling that we are enough, or that we are enough, or that we're doing the right thing just by being the color of who we are, about how we speak, about our comments, our ideas, our dreams. It is not good enough. It doesn't fulfill the status. One of the things that I usually encounter myself with is when I am in mainstream organizations and I use the word, let's demainstreify nonprofits, let's demainstreify this community, let's dismantle patriarchy, white supremacy, let's dismantle everything that makes us feel apart from each other. And then what happens is the policing this angry Latina woman. What is wrong with them? What do they want? Even my people that are at the border whose children are being separated, how their bodies are being policed by saying that it is their fault of the separation with their children because they dare to dream for a better life. They dare to cross the desert, the Rio Grande, for a better life. It's their fault. They have to pay for it. They don't deserve it. We don't deserve it. For years, my dear siblings, for years, I was so scared of just walking by 6th and Broadway and thinking that at any minute I was going to be picked up. And sometimes, you know, I cringe, I close my eyes when I stop, you know, by it, thinking that they are going to stop me and take me. And what would happen to me and my children? And if that is me, that I know you and I have an amazing community that loves me and supports me, can you imagine somebody that doesn't know anyone in this city? Can you imagine somebody that is facing domestic violence? What does she feel? She doesn't have anyone. And the alleged perpetrator threatens her and tells her, polices her body, her actions, who she is. Patriarchy, condoned by our religions, by our faiths. How are we policing each other at the same time? The words that we use, how we compare, who is suffering the most? Now there is police about who is the most oppressed, who is the one that is suffering the most, who deserves our attention, who deserves our money. What's the fashion of the minute, of the day? So all of it, everything that we are, everything that we are feeling has been policed. The way we dress. I see my community, my Latinx community suffering so much because we have on our shoulders 528 years of colonization and the struggle of so many of my siblings fighting because they want to be whiter than the white man. So they fight and they are racist and they want to be like the KKK and white supremacists. It's not about, I cannot be in solidarity with Black people, with our Afro-Latinx, because we want to be white. Because if not, we are policed. Because if not, we are less. Because if not, it's not the American dream. Because if not, then I am going to be treated like less. And I don't want that. That's the pain. And that's the struggle that I see my people going through. Wanting so much not to be in fear. Wanting so much to belong. Wanting so much to be like that ideal that has been built, not by us, by people that have been minoritized, but by the ones that have minoritized us. So with that, I really think, that policing goes more beyond an institution. It's also in our community. It's also how we relate with each other. It's also how we tell each other what's the right thing to say, the right thing to do, how to respond, how to react, how to grieve, how to celebrate. It is very important that we recognize all of this. If you have never been afraid for your children, if you have never told your child, your 16-year-old son, don't ever wear your hoodie on, if you have ever had to remind your children, you are not white, you are not like Jonathan or Nathan or Barbara or Kim, you are not. You are Latinx. You have to take care of your body. You cannot do that. You cannot walk with your hands in your pockets. You cannot open your pocketbook at the store. You cannot speak Spanish if I'm not there with you. Because it's not only the police, my siblings, it's everybody around us.
Thank you, Karina. There is a culture of fear and control through power and intolerance of difference. Thank you very much for reminding us that.
Thank you so much, Alita. Karina, will you close us out?
My prayer is for each one of us this evening, in this very deep and profound conversation, for us to start deconstructing all those colonized and mainstream ideas that we know it all, that we have all the answers, that we have the right reactions and the right knowledge. And when we have deconstructed that, are we willing? Do we want to accompany each other, accompany and see each other, who we are, how we do things, our pains, our struggle, not with a sense of pity, not with a sense of, I feel sorry for you, but with a sense of my sister, my brother, my sibling, how can I accompany you today? Not in a way that is comfortable for me or convenient, but in a way that is truthful, loving, and meaningful to the person or the community that I am accompanying. And I know that we hear all the time about silence being complicity. So today, in that accompaniment, let's be very loud. Let's be very loud and let's really speak against all those evils that have oppressed so many people in this world. And I think that in these times in history, it's our great opportunity that we change and we continue building a better world, not only for me and my family, for everybody that is around me, because everybody is the community, not only the 5% or the 1%, everybody.